Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We now want to give you an update on our K9 friend from the Fitchburg Police Department, K9 Drago. He's been around, and Handler John has been they've been training.
They have.
They've been training a lot, and we had a chance to pick up on one of those trainings and just get kind of an update for you. Take a look.
Drago's backstory is he came from Europe back in the end of January when he was about 14, 15 months old. He was picked over in Europe for his qualities over there. And then in February, beginning of February, I actually went to our vendor at Shallow Creek Kennels in Pennsylvania, and I looked at about 30 dogs that he had. There was a lot of good dogs, and I tested them, you know, for their different qualities and their different drives. I like to think that actually Drago picked me when we were doing our selection. So he just got done doing his work for the day, and took him for a walk, and all he wanted to do was just kind of hang and play with me and stuff like that, you know. So, and when I would stop, he would come up to me, nuzzle me, and you know, say, "Hey, pet me," and just be a regular dog, just be a real social dog. So I came back to Pennsylvania in the end of March, and we started training. And it was 6 weeks of training, and it was pretty grueling. I mean, we were probably training, you know, anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day, doing multiple different tasks, learning all of our patrol tasks. He already knew what he was doing because he had the pre-training from all the way from February to March. So he had a good idea how to do things. It was basically them teaching me how to be a handler and how to train him. Anyways, we got certified the last week, and he did amazing. So I was really impressed. And we started working. The first week, we kind of did a little work on just, you know, doing some environmental stuff because he's never been in, you know, a different environment than his kennel and stuff like that. So we did some training doing environmental work. And then the next week, we were first week on the street. I think it was like the second week in May. And ever since then, we've been deployed about, I want to say 25 to 30 times in just a matter of, you know, four short weeks. He's already located a lot of, you know, drugs. He's located paraphernalia on the street. He's done some tracks for our agency and then for other agencies. He cleared a building for us so that we didn't have to go in, so he kept the officer safe. And then we found some evidence as well for a couple different cases. So we're definitely getting the work out of him, and he loves doing it. So every day when we get ready for work, I get my uniform on, and I go downstairs, and I got a special collar that he wears during his shift. When I put it on, it's kind of funny. He knows he's going to work, so he gets all excited. So he's like, you know, "Oh, we're going to work." He comes on all my calls with me. I mean, obviously he stays in the car unless we're actually using him specifically, but I'm still a patrol officer on the street. So you might see me rolling around in the street with the K9 squad, and Drago's definitely with me. He's with me all the time. With a police K9, you can't ever let up on your training. You have to always be consistent. Even when we're playing fetch, he always has to listen to me. But at the same time, I let him be a dog. So I mean, one of the things, you know, pet owners have to realize that you have to be consistent, but at the same time, for short periods of time, you should just let a dog be a dog. So I actually take him on a walk every single day. After work, either at the PD, I play with him a little bit, kind of let him decompress. Because, you know, not always on the street when we get deployed, does he get a reward. Because if we're tracking, you know, a suspect or a missing person or whatever the case may be, and we don't find him, and he doesn't get a reward for that. So the day can be stressful for dogs too, because we could have 3 or 4 deployments where he doesn't get a reward, and he's like, "What the heck, Dad?" End of the day sort of thing, taking him on a walk, decompressing is actually good for dogs too. Drago, here. He's trained to locate a track and then follow that track of any person. What dogs use in this case when we're on soft surface or grass is they're using a combination of odors from the ground disturbance to the human odor that's actually trapped in the grass as well. So that's how we know we're on the track. And you'll see he's pretty powerful when he's on the track, and you know when he's actually searching for somebody. So, and then his reward at the end is if he's gonna find his tug toy, and I'm guaranteed he's gonna find it. So he's a pretty good tracker. Yeah, boys, yeah, buddy, yeah, good boys, Drago. Yeah. Sometimes, like, you know, like throughout the shift, even if I'm having a bad day, that's kind of cool having my buddy in the back. You can kind of reach my hand in the separation back here, and I'll reach back there and I'll pet him on the head. And, you know, I know that anyone with a pet knows kind of that calming effect that dogs have on you, because I mean, they're known as man's best friend for a reason. So, you know, I go on a call that maybe was a little stressful, I just reach back there and he just kind of nudges me and lets me know everything's okay, you know, so it's kind of cool having a buddy in the back. Another function that he plays a vital role in is doing community relations. He considers the community and the city kind of a part of his pack. He protects his pack, but he also is very social because they're pack animals. They like to, you know, they're social creatures. So he loves to greet and meet people and say hi, but at the same time, he's going to go on the streets and he's going to protect us. So that's kind of how I like to relate it, because, you know, that's kind of his duty. So he has his duty of going to protect us, and then he has his duty of just being a pack member and being social and hanging out with us.
On behalf of the Fitchburg Verona Rotary Club, we're delighted to present you with a check for $2,500 towards the K9 Fund for Fitchburg.
We're still fundraising for Drago. We're continuing our fundraising efforts. You can find information about that on our Facebook page or going just to our website and the K9 section, and you can get the information on how to donate to our K9 program. We're happy to be here in Fitchburg. We're happy to be on the road finally. We're happy to be protecting the citizens and the community. He's doing a great job so far. We're looking forward to the future.
There you have it. Well, I love that camera angle on his back when he's doing the chase and or the finding piece. I mean, Andrew and I were out there filming that. It didn't take him more than 2 minutes to find that. He didn't see where it was placed for his toy, and whew,
He's got skills.
he's got strength. Yeah, but then you can also see the lighter side of him as well. So I think they picked out the perfect
He works
dog.
hard and plays hard.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Drago.
Drago. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll wrap up the show next right here on Talking Fitchburg.